Hello again. I've been procrastinating like badly. What was the last episode? Let me turn on the camera first. Oh, why is this zoomed in? I don't know why it's zoomed in so much. I'm gonna turn that down. If I can at least. Oh my gosh, the TV is so close. Ooh. Accessories. You know, I really should set this stuff up before. What do you mean PlayStation camera isn't connected? Yes, it is. Oh, HD camera. I keep forgetting it's in broadcast settings, not accessory settings. But what the fart ever, bro? I don't want it to be focused exactly on my face because, you know, everybody has and we all look ugly sometimes. And this camera might capture those rare sometimes. Yeah, I said rare. Be like me, guys. Have confidence in yourself. Yeah, you can hear me. Refocus. There's no much. Oh, okay, that works. Oh shit. Yeah, that's fine. It's better. Whatever. Hey, I want to try something. Cause on my actual camera, I have this thing I made in ceramics. It was supposed to show how good we are at putting two slabs together in a 90-degree angle, but I realized that it holds my phone pretty well, so I thought it might come in handy whenever I need it, and it's actually really useful for holding my webcam right there up. I have it set on that thing right there. Ignore the dusty desk, but whatever. I'm gonna use this to make it rise higher if I can. Which it doesn't look like I can. Almost like I found for the movie the way I'm setting this up. Is that good? No. Just a little more down. Why is it zoomed? Why does it look zoomed in? Is it because I'm not sitting back or something? That didn't really solve the problem, by the way. Well, actually, I think it did. Just a little bit better, but not 100%. But you know, 100, a little bit will have to do. Whatever. Raw dog me. It's just the camera anyway. For a stream that I've been procrastinating in the first place, so it's really my fault. Hey, that works. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Just one more thing. I need to check my stream to make sure it's good. I can hear myself. You know, everything's a-okay. Perfect. I caught my yawn. That's top tier content here, guys. Let me just double check my microphone is picked up by the USB headset and not anything else. That's weird. It should sound better than what it sounds like on stream, but I guess it's like the audio, because I didn't have the audio be 4K, whatever. There's new music, but I'm pretty sure that's been I look whitewashed. There is no new music. If I didn't need to progress in the story more. So I thought best way to do that would be to play the Natsuki route, which is what we're gonna do. Oh gosh, flashbang me again, how dare they. Wouldn't the right part of that be flash bung? I already know what happens in this game. I agree. Wait a minute. Hold on. Apologies for the feedback. You can hear my... Oh my gosh, you can. Let's go, I fixed it. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. There's no new game. We gotta start a new game. Enter your name. Gladly will use the sure name Jordan again. Alright, we're doing Natsuki route. First time we did Sayori, now we're doing Natsuki. I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw herself. I should skip this part, because like the first day is really filler, unless you're looking for like new things that you haven't discovered yet. You know, besides the background, you know, whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but basically the first day, we just need to write a poem, and then we'll... Because all that we just skipped through, we've sat through already, so I'm sure it's fine to skip it. But basically, MC is dragged to the literature club by Sayori because they were offered cookies, and he ends up making the decision to stay even though he wasn't on board with it at first for not being into literature that much. They all agree to write a poem at home and then bring it tomorrow. Okay, and this is where the decision making comes. You gotta find... Why am I explaining this? Most people that are watching the stream already know what this is. That would be obviously her word. I think headphones are her word. Okay, yep. This is gonna be easy. Oh, I jinxed it. Fuck. I bet, sticky, okay. Milk, I love milk. Hot. Socks. I'm sitting kind of close to the TV, so that could be the downside to this. Hey, my ceramic Spider-Man mask. You haven't seen that in a while because neither have I. It took a while to come here. I didn't order it. I had it at school, but it was on a ceramic shelf on display until I was able to take it home. I should mention I was close to procrastinating again and just like going to bed, but I didn't. I just decided to hell with it. I slapped my own ass and got myself up. What would hurt? This shouldn't take that long. She's a very easy character to do. Oh, not that easy. Yuri's probably the easiest. Okay. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Shiny? Okay. Boop. Candy. Lollipop. Heartbeat? No, that sounds like Sayori. Question. F word. Nobody's telling me to stop cussing. Whatever. Papa is sadly one of her words. Technically, we already did this because in Act 2, we couldn't write for Sayori, which was our main goal, so we ended up just writing for Natsuki. Because I didn't feel like enabling Yuri. Ow, what was that? Yeah, that's probably my shirt. Hi again, Jordan. Glad to see you didn't run away on this, haha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jordan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Come on, Natsuki, bro. I wrote a poem for you. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Let me see what she said again. You didn't want to join us this year and last year. So, I'm assuming that makes us either a sophomore or a junior or a senior. You know, anything that's not a freshman, because there wouldn't be a last year. Or maybe there is a freshman and it's 6th grade to 12th kind of school. You know how they are. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for somebody who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Why did she have to humble her like that? Like, damn, bro. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jordan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Haha. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Jordan can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, even Yuri brought you something today too, you know? Wait, Sayori, huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Yuri is literally me, bro. In shyness level. Literally nothing else. I don't cut myself. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't even expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even though if you don't usually read. I'm gonna skip this part real quick. Just until... Oh, whoops! I shouldn't have been cocky. An autosave. Lo and behold, the Lord has blessed me. Oh my gosh, dude. I thought I was done for. Bro, oh my gosh. Thank you, Dan Salvato. I should send him a DM. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly skip, I guess. I don't know. Everyone is just Yuri? Oh, okay. Just Yuri. Say that again? I need to find his Instagram and send him a thank you letter. I swear he had an Instagram. Fuck it, I'll just send a fake account. Just thank you. There, I did it. I'll show you right now. Hold on. That's Dan. It's mirrored for some reason. And that's... You can't even see that well, but it says thank you. You just gotta trust me. What else would I say in that small message? I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheerful conversation in the corner. Oh, nice. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Did I just hear the music loop? No, whatever. I feel like I just watched somebody... Oh no, it doesn't. But it feels like I just watched somebody cut onions, but it doesn't feel that bad. It's just me being tired. I can't help but notice her intense expression. Oh, his chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hey guys, did you hear about the real life Natsuki drama? Drama naked bum. Wait. She changed her name, username, and profile picture. She's under a new identity now, guys. How silly. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if somebody else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelves. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't really admit you're in. Figure out where the other person stands. That's so real for like a lot of my interests. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls. Yo. I was watching Shrek and I heard Donkey start talking about parfaits. And it was just funny. Parfaits may be the most delicious thing on the whole damn planet. Dude, I love Donkey. I love Eddie Murphy in general, bro. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Jordan. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, oh gosh, twice. Excuse me. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. From regular, whoops. I wanted to look at the closet. Oh, that's how you hide the dialogue. It would have been lovely to know, like, 10 seconds ago. What did I say? I was about to say, that the closet, from, like, what I remember, or, like, from a distance, looks kind of, like, shallow, right? It doesn't look walk-in is what I'm saying, but when you see it up close, it does look walk-in. You know, you can see it from right there anyway. If they can fit a chair in there, then yeah, it looks walk-in. And you could probably, yeah, you could probably fit like the entire literature club in that closet. Why is that? Wait, what did I even say? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki again Once again, inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I don't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. That's something I can talk about. Um, like recently, I'm like in on season 2, episode 7 of Invincible right now. But like I'm showing it to my sister, but it was still I'm trying I was in the first episode showing it to my sister and just seeing if she gets interested in it. But like, it was nice to go back to season 1, see how things started off again. It's cool rewatching something in general, like Breaking Bad or just any show in general. But Breaking Bad was just an example for me because that's one of the shows that I really enjoyed that isn't kids. Yeah, I watch kids shows. You got a problem? SpongeBob? Whatever, man. I just started fucking yapping. I am. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I should cover my ear. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helped. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, twice, bro? Are you kidding me? It's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. That probably teased like obviously it did like tease how they foreshadow how the game was gonna or was supposed to, like how it looked like it was going towards. Yeah, but it didn't because Sayori did that to herself, and then it was all a game. It was revealed to Monica that Monica knew too, and yeah. There are some mods that make DDLC like a real dating simulator though, like Blue Skies. I haven't played these, but there's one called A Normal VM visual novel. There was another one too, but I can't remember it. I didn't play it, so I don't feel obligated to look it up. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait, what's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at all. I'm trying so hard not to stutter. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but are there a lot of baking? Is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah, why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious, since you enjoyed baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I would. I mean, not for manga, I don't read manga, but, if it was like a show. That's why I started watching Breaking Bad. Crickets, I know. Somebody play me a laugh track or something. That joke was funny. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Aha. Definitely not a coincidence. See, Natsuki laughed. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh yeah, the CG. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. I feel like her head is bigger than her entire body. That's just because of this view. But that's just funny to think about. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. And I can't even bring it up without without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I've gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Stay curious, Natsuki. At least it's safe here in this club room. Except Monica was kind of being a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ha ha ha, I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. I think I screenshotted this because of its similarities to Sayori. You know, it was just, grass is green type of discovery, so kept it. Did I screenshot this or? No, I think I saw somebody else screenshot it and posted on the DDLC forum. You always feel a little bad for her since she's unlucky, but it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. That's crazy. They foreshadowed, Sayori's death, even subtly. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossing tone, but when she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand. If she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connecting with someone like that, and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a very good experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. That was weird. Excuse me though. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are y'all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could you type me any words? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. My voice cracked. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one tomorrow so we can start on the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. I don't know what shows MC watches. Like, what could be so important that he thinks of it? But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. I wonder, since they don't have sprites of them holding backpacks, obviously, but like nobody would be that detailed. But if they really didn't have bags, I wonder how MC would manage to like walk out of school with the fucking parfait girls in his hand. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Oh, I forgot Sayori. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can always see Mario's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Why am I slurring or not slurring well? Oh gosh. I should get a rocking chair. I do the same myself. Probably when I turn like 70 or something, I don't know, something old, so it can fit. I will definitely get a rocking chair at least once in my life though. I'll set it up myself, or maybe I should just chop a tree down and then make my own rocking chair. Alright, the poem's for Natsuki, so I'm just gonna show it to her. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's just start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Oh, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and I'll go and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oh, you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Yo, I have arm hairs, so like, I don't know how, but I made my slinky like have like static energy inside of it. So if I stick my hand in there, I can see them too. I can feel my hair standing out. That's awesome. I love slinkies. Yeah, I printed this poem. I think I showed you guys already. But yeah, I showed you guys already. I'll show you again, whatever. Hey, I kept another one, but I don't know where it is right now. Actually, I do. It's in my backpack. This is it. It's stupid. Oh, gosh. I printed this except I had Hawks Kentua at the end. Yeah, the Hawk Tua meme died, like, it's not just, it's so dead right now. is what I'm trying to say. So next playthrough, I probably won't even show this, however it gets brought up. I really like Bottles though. That's like probably my favorite poem. That and Hole in the Wall. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I seen her message in this poem like shown in movies too, like just the feeling of giving up, you know. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all specific. I'm gonna put this skip unseen text. I think I did that right. Everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight into the wordplay. Like how I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? That's so crazy. She has like naturally pink hair. How did that happen? Like she has pink eyebrows, unless those are dyed, which I doubt it. But like, that's crazy. And also she has a fang. I remember playing just Natsuki, and she actually talked about that. Well, she didn't really talk about it herself, but she was giving me a lecture on how you should take care of your teeth. Which I do. I have a little fang right here like she does. I can make it stick out like she's doing. Yeah, I'm never doing this shit again. But yeah, I have one similar like that. But yeah, it's just weird to see how she really has like natural pink hair. Like, how does that happen? Okay, I'm just repeating what I said. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Well, that was fast. Bro, it's so bright, and I'm so tired. But I'm gonna do this and still fill it with good commentary, guys. This is a good poem, Jordan. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I really the kind of guy that would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy. Ow! Oh my gosh. That wasn't... But you know how, like... Oh my gosh. You know how, like, the microphone base has been, like, shocking me? I just pressed my arm against it, and it felt like I stabbed myself. Oh my gosh, that was weird. I gotta keep the microphone close to me, though. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Yeah, see? It's like I said before, Jordan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny the fact that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. That's, I was creating Little Big Planet costumes about DDLC. And for the Sayori one, maybe I'll show it on stream someday. But for the Sayori one, I had her hold like a wand that had like a sun on it because of this poem, Dear Sunshine, because, you know, sunshine. And also she is kind of like a beaming ray of sunshine. Whatever. Skip all the mushy stuff. The way you glow through my blinds this in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's actually, you know, for what she had to work with, writing this in the morning, you know, she did a good job. You can't answer a little bit just to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how I should put it. It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Damn. Does she know she's in a game yet? Monica, I mean? Because, like, that could have been... that line could have been influenced for Sayori to say by her. But I don't think so. Maybe when we see her poem right now, if it's Hole in the Wall, which I think it is, then yeah, she's like tampering with it. But I don't think she becomes as professional as it as like the second act. Huh. I just go for something by myself. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah, you should really look forward to it. Who should I poem? Show us up there. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Ow, my leg. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Well, why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it is that then. No, did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right on, I think we could just skip this. Oh, hold on. Never mind, I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, she talks shit about Natsuki, I think. Hold on, let me check again. I just hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. She looks happy while doing it. Like, you know, she got something off her chest or something. I don't know. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to me, herself, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Okay. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but flickering in the past. Yay, DDLC. Sickening blue-green hue of the future. I am bathed, calm, breathing. Yeah, it says bathe. I'm pretty sure. but it would make sense if it said breathe, but I don't really see that, but whatever. I bathe calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Bro, she has like the best handwriting in the game. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost hearing? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jordan. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do that more to tell a simple story or paint a picture. I should plug my PS5 into my monitor right here. It's more smaller than my TV. Just imagine a TV, and yeah, you'll know. Okay, I guess I can show you. Then, it's just a monitor. Why did I show you? Oh gosh. Oh, don't, no, 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 no.
I subscribe to you.
Did it work? Yeah, it's back on. bro, I bumped my arm into my camera. I mean my microphone, and it just like powered off for like a couple minutes. But thank you to that one person who subscribed to me. I tried to say thank you, but I guess it didn't pick up. But yeah, I think it's turned up a little more. Oh no, it's not turned up. Wait, I think I turned the volume now, but that's fine now. Yeah, that's fine. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I could have avoided all that if I just didn't show my monitor that just looks like regular monitors. Whatever. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. And it would have a better view too, right here. I'll stop talking about it. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Let me actually check if you can hear me, because if I can hear myself, that doesn't mean you can hear me. Not exactly. More soft. That's my sweet, sweet voice. Alright, I'm gonna show you something if you didn't know it yet. Who should I show my poem to next? I should recline my chair. Hi, Jordan. Oh. I didn't even press anything. And it just progressed the dialogue, but whatever. If it's just her talking, Monica, if it's just Monica talking and you save the game when she's smiling, oh, I guess she's smiling right there. Maybe like a more subtle smile? Yeah, like that. You'll see her smiling when right here, but when you save it, she's frowning. You can like see close, you know, she's not smiling, I don't think. You know, because you cut her off. Whatever. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Dang, he just said like, I'm better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in, when this is the same day that a confliction happens between Natsuki and Yuri. So, you know, good on MC for whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Don't worry, Jordan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Jordan. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me feel like something. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are a lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than just a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but when you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of If I stutter one more time, I'm ending the stream. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best kind of way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their kind of styles, but I'll always help. I'm just tired. It's like 3 in the morning. Well, actually, it's about to be 4 in the morning. You know, it's Saturday. I don't have school to go to. But I'll always help you find what suits you most. Oh my gosh, I was about to stutter again. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha. Haha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. It is Hole in the Wall, so she's kind of exploring. I look so white, bruh. But she's kind of exploring the discovery of her being in a game. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. I think that's me. I was looking in into the screen that she was looking out of, you know. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Man, imagine if it just was like that and Monica never got jealous of the other, like, girls getting MC's attention. Excuse me. Monica still has her epiphany, but like everything is just like on a fine line, I guess, until everybody else is friends with each other. You know, they get comfortable sharing stuff, and that's when she drops it. Like, hey, we're all in games, Buster. This shit ain't real, okay? Excuse me. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Oh my gosh, that was a good yawn. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Alright, who left my stream? Who wants to die? Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So if you move your hand and go with the flow... so move your hand and go with the flow. I don't know why I said it like it was... What's it called? A fraction of a sentence. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And that's everyone. Yep. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Give me like a little... Just give me a second. I gotta do something real quick. I have to do something. Okay, the Minecraft movie is coming out soon. You guys excited for that? I love Minecraft. Minecraft is awesome. Overlays. I'll put that to like the bottom left. That's kind of better for me to see. Excuse me. I'm still thinking of that person that subscribed to me and then left. Thank you for subscribing to me. I'll never forget you. Like that other person that watched my stream like not a couple months ago. I think it was like a month ago at most. Yeah, a month ago. Sounds accurate. He just talked about flipping how books can like easily flip to pages. You know? I don't know. I don't even know if he was a he or she. Who knows? Maybe he wasn't just in my head and I was going crazy for being isolated. And yeah. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I feel weird. Well, nothing to feel weird about. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out as nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jordan did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Jordan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that... Bro, I keep thinking of saying Natsuki every time I see a name. I should probably get off after this day ends. That Jordan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way making everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew besides bigger as soon as Jordan started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jordan, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. And if she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have never happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jordan. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey complex feelings and a meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, but it's also awake. You understand that, right, Jordan? Well, how did I get dragged into this? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki, not even a question. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I whack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that, bro, that's actually kind of relatable. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as expressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem really did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha, shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. Man. She didn't deserve that. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Jordan. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, uh, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't. Yeah, okay. That's all. Bro, no way people didn't laugh at this. I feel like a monster for laughing, but like, come on, that was funny. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori, I'll go make some tea. Dang, and she would have usually said like, and her boobs are big and beautiful. Yeah, that's if you choose her dialogue, I think. Whatever. Huh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? And hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Jordan. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little used to. Haha. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Jordan, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jordan, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, is all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Jordan, it's nice that they get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. I was swiping at my touchpad right here, and I saw the settings get highlighted. But I'm just joking. Okay, save. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Or maybe it just feels like a lot because I had to read every line that I've also read last playthroughs. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right here, and I'll replay it or continue it tomorrow if I can. Yeah, maybe I'll procrastinate for like a month. But yeah. It's weird how the chibis in the original game look like this, and then like just like cartooning, like regular chibis. Ow! They look like figurine sized, like a Lego, you know. Maybe a little bigger than that, but you know what I mean. Hey, we unlocked the side story. Respect. Awesome, but we won't play that yet. We'll unlock part 2 so we don't lead ourselves on. What other things did we unlock? Oh, I was about to say. And then like the chibis in this Plus game look more like plushie sized than, Lego size. Which is pretty cool. I like that. What did we Oh yeah. I can't believe we haven't unlocked this yet. Hey guys, it's with the real life Natsuki profile picture. Ha, drama. Okay. What else did we unlock? Probably nothing else, huh? Oh, what's that? Didn't we not unlock this? Oh no, we did unlock this before. I just read the prompts. Okay, that's all the new stuff. I wonder what that means. Respect? I mean, obviously having respect for somebody's like privacy. Because she's probably like closed off. I can't wait to play it. That's all I have to say. But I will wait because I can wait, but I can't. Let me show you something real quick. Okay. So while I was making one of the thumbnails for like the gameplay videos, I'll show you right now. I got like a little carried away with like, wow, I could really just put myself in any, just next to a DDLC character and pretend it's real, like, like a selfie, just like for shits and giggles. And I made one, and I thought it was so cool that I sent it to this app called Free Prints, and I got it printed as like an actual picture that I can frame. And it has that glossy feel too, so that's pretty cool. I will maybe frame it someday, but I'm trying to find the thumbnail that I got the idea from. Okay, it's this one, hold on. This one right here. Let me turn the brightness down. That one. The one with me in a hot dog costume. And holding a thumbs up next to her. I printed it, and it's right here. I don't know why I didn't show you. But, yeah, it's right here. Super cool. You can see, like, the purpleness in her hair. My dumbass. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I waited a long time for it to come in, and when it finally did, I was super excited. And yeah, I will put this back in my Diary of Wimpy Kid book up there to hide it, because I don't want this. I actually don't want this framed. I just wanted to have it, just for fun. Maybe I will frame it, but then I'll take it out the frame, because like, I'm not keeping this in my room for people to see. Even though Natsuki said is like, she's pretty confident in her interests and not closed off about it. Well, she actually is. Spider-Man. Okay, I need to get off. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. Thank you that one person. Thank you for subscribing. That means a lot. Alright, goodbye. Good night, guys. It's probably like 4 in the morning now. Yep, it's 4 in the morning.